Hey, all you St. John's, St. Lunatics. I'm Dale Rodman Jr., the third, and this is Slow to Pro. Video series where I go from slow to a little less slow with a lot more work to do. Today we're on Hungaroring for a race with low fuel motorsport, starting at the back end field of 21. It's time for the green flag. We are the 16th ranked car in this lobby, which is why we are carrying car number 16, and everybody is carrying the car numbers that they are. That's how low fuel motorsport works. You get the car number based on the rank that you are in that split. As we come up to turn 1 here, we just go all out. We're going 3 wide and beautiful turn 1 there for, I'm gonna say, all 3 of us. And I have to imagine that the Porsche driver behind the 3 of us must have been terrified they were gonna get caught up in some foolish games. But nothing happens. Turn 2, we go side by side with the Porsche. No big deal. They're able to hold on to it. Sweep through turn 3, single file now. We got 2 cars off on the left there. Bye-bye, losers. And now we're going to go ahead and shoot up the side of this BMW here. Bit gutsy. Could have easily had some contact there, but I wanted the spot. And I wanted that spot because it would have put us on the inside of turn 5 here. But instead, that Mercedes recovers on track, and Mercedes takes the line that we would have had. No big deal, though. Got a Porsche creeping up our inside now, so we're going to have to leave space through the first part of the chicane here. But I can't save them. I can't prevent the 2 Porsches from hitting each other behind us. And off they go. See ya, losers. And now it's time for me to have a bit of a moment here. BMW can't get the exit that it deserves because the Mercedes is blocking it, and it gives me a great line. No, not a great line. What am I thinking? Apologies to that BMW driver. I did send him a message after the race. That was my fault. It was aggressive, overly aggressive. And in hindsight, I think if I were the BMW driver, I would have left the space simply because he would have had the inside for the next turn anyway. So there was no chance for me to get the pass. I really don't know what I was thinking there. But in the end, that's P17 for the finish of lap 1. Hey, John. Creeping up on 200 subscribers, John. Wouldn't be possible without you, Johnny. You're the best. I appreciate you and everybody else. Thank you for clicking like on the video. Thank you for commenting. It all means the world, and it helps to continue this channel growing. We're going to go ahead and skip now about a half a lap into the future. We're headed up the hill into the chicane. Got a good line of cars in front of us that I'm hoping to get the opportunity to work my way through. But things get interesting here entering the chicane. Porsche and the Mercedes bumped doors. Looks like the Mercedes stalled it. We got to go around them. P16 for the moment here. Porsche holding its position, and I think the conscience gets hold of the Porsche here as they decide to let off the throttle right at the exit. I gotta swerve around them. Car behind me has to do the same, and that's gonna put us up into P15 for the moment, which is 1 higher than our rank. So far so good, but we still got 21.5 minutes to go, which is a whole lot of focus required of me. But for now, as we come to the close of lap 2, we're going to go ahead and have a whole sniffity-whiffity at P14. Seems like this Ferrari is really struggling to hold on here. Looking at the damage on the side of that car, I think there's a hint as to maybe why they might be struggling to hold on to that car. So we're just going to take you right up the outside. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. See you in the dust buster. Not only do I have a cat, but I've also got P14 in the bag now. Let's go ahead and skip to the next bit of action. Coming through turn 3 here, we got 2 cars wide, way up in the distance there, and we're going to get a yellow flag. Unrelated to the silver car, which has just gone off circuit. We got a stopped Mercedes there off circuit, so that's 1 free position. And I've tried to get a second one here, but the Porsche does an excellent job of rejoining and an excellent job of holding that inside line. And let's see what happens here through the chicane. That's an excellent job of holding that, and a terrible job there. We go door to door, literally, and I end up losing a position to the BMW that I thought I disabled on lap 1. What's he doing back here? And if we skip ahead now to the 8th lap, we find ourselves still in P14, still with this BMW in front of us, still with the Porsche in front of us. Right up until this moment when the BMW loses control, we got to stay hard right to avoid contact. Make sure we don't get caught up in that ruckus. And that's going to put us into P13 for the moment. Let's go ahead and skip to the next bit of action. We've caught up to the Porsche, and I've taken a deliberately tight line to open up a really wide entry to this turn so I can get a tighter exit and hopefully make this move on the Porsche here through this fast turn and really block off the inside line here. We're able to make it happen. That's going to put us up into P12. couldn't be more happy right now. I'm actually a liar. Let's go ahead and skip ahead to when we've got P11 in our sights. We're tight and tidy. He's caught up in the web, and we are the Spidey. This guy's probably been seeing the Delta drop lap after lap after lap, and right up here, we're gonna give him a little juke. We're gonna swoop over to the left, say "Hola, senor" in his mirror, see if he'll look. He does. He goes careening off the circuit. He's able to keep it under control though, and then we go Slim Shady Trailer Park Boy around the outside, P11. And if we skip ahead, that is exactly where we finish the race, and that is it for today's action. Look for a video next week from Zealous Racing League and our event at Zolder. It was an exciting race. And as always, thank you for watching Slow to Pro. I'm Dale Rodman Jr. III, and you guys have the kind of day you want to have.